How do you think the world would react if a major political leader, like Trump, the Queen, or Kim Jong-un, died of COVID-19? Well, Trudeau's wife, from Canada, has been diagnosed, and now they are saying that Trump and Pence were exposed. The cabinet in Iran count? Like 70% of these comments are just, "Yay, we are pretty sure the Queen is immortal at this point." I think Scotland Yard would have a few questions for Prince Charles. A lot of people, I think, would be shocked if the Queen died. That lady has survived some shit. But knowing the royal family, they probably got her on lockdown. Memes. For sure we would run out of toilet paper. Corona would die of the Queen more likely. Most developed countries have protocols to replace a fallen leader. I think people would be shocked if Trump died, for example, because we haven't seen a president die in office since JFK. But for the most part, things would be business as usual. In less developed countries, a fallen leader could leave a power vacuum that could potentially lead to civil war. Well, we all know the Queen wouldn't die because of the whole immortality thing. But I wouldn't imagine much changing. I would expect many leaders to want the next in line to be very similar to them in ideas and experience. If Trump were diagnosed, I bet it would not be released publicly. And #X200B. Edit. Well, thanks everyone. And the Platy. This is my first post to blow up. Been on Reddit for years. But just had to Google how awarding works, haha. For real though, the big T wouldn't want to show any sign of weakness. And then his followers after the fact would be like, the Dems had to generate a biotoxin to take out our man. Stay safe out there, folks. Someone like Trump, even if he is old, has access to the best medical care in the world. If he dies, even with the best medical care in the world, I think that's a real oh shit moment for people. Markets are on fire, and I can't find toilet paper. As things are now, a clear sign that this can kill even those with the best possible care would be an economic disaster. Government would continue to function better, I'd argue, but they'd have a serious crisis on their hands. Much worse than this. No matter what, man, the Queen ain't dying. If Trump dies of COVID-19, Alex Jones's head will explode from the sheer amount of conspiracy lunacy trying to escape his mind. At once, there will absolutely be massive, mainstream, theorizing on whether the Democrats engineered coronavirus to kill Trump. Pretty sure the Queen might be immortal. Trump, easy. The US has a clearly defined line of succession. I think other leaders would be waiting to see how he acts. Queen, easy. The UK has a moderately clearly defined line of succession, except I don't remember who is and isn't up for the job, and I don't think primogeniture works the way it does in Crusader Kings. Kim, shit will get crazy and speculative. They're just people. Everyone is replaceable. If the Queen dies, the world goes into shock. If Trump dies, the country goes at each other's throats over something stupid and petty, I'm sure. If Kim dies, peace with Korea could be possible in our time. If Putin dies, most people would probably be happy until someone equally corrupt takes over. Well, Trump might already, since he was in contact with someone who tested positive, so it's possible. We could find out soon. The Queen is immune. She's like 600 years old and strong as hell.